Welcome to our journey through the delicate balance between our energy needs and the impact it has on our planet. Our world heavily relies on non-renewable energy sources like coal, oil, and natural gas to meet our growing energy demands. Did you know that approximately 80% of the world's energy comes from non-renewable sources? However, this increasing dependence on non-renewable energy is taking a toll on our planet. The burning of fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, contributing to climate change, affecting weather patterns, and melting the ice caps. The extraction and combustion of non-renewable resources lead to the air and water pollution, harming ecosystems and endangering biodiversity. So, what are you waiting? It is time to shift our focus towards a more sustainable future.
Energy is the heart of the climate change and key to the solution of our problem. Energy are produced to generate an electricity energy for our daily use. Electric are used to power up the light, hospital usage, and many things can do with electric. But the cost to produce the energy can give a negative effect to our environment. Energy can split into two types of energy, which is renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Renewable energy have many advantages compared to non-renewable energy. Fossil fuel still account for more than 80% of global energy production, but cleaner sources of energy are gaining ground. About 29% of electricity currently comes from renewable energy. Renewable energy is an energy derived from natural sources that are replenished at a higher rate than they are consumed. For example, sunlight and other energy sources that are constantly used without limit. Renewable energy are usually more cheaper in most places because it did not harm to the environment. Renewable energy creates a far lower of greenhouse gases that can make the ozone layer in atmosphere become thin. Non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy comes from sources that will eventually run out soon or later. Sources that have a limited and take a million of years to form into that source. The example is coal, oil, and nuclear energy is the sources that run out. It will become a biggest problem to humanity because 80% of energy are produced by non-renewable energy.
Four examples of renewable energy. The first one is the solar energy. Solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun that is harnessed using a range of technologies such as solar power to generate electricity. It's a clean, renewable, and abundant source of energy with the potential to meet a significant portion of the world's energy needs. There are two types of solar technology. The first one is photovoltaic (PV). This technology converts sunlight directly into electricity using photovoltaic cells. These cells are typically made from silicon and arranged into solar panels, which can be installed on rooftop, in solar farms, or integrated into building materials. PV is the commonly used types of solar energy. The second is concentrated solar power (CSP). This technology uses mirrors to concentrate light onto a receiver, which heats the fluid to produce steam. The steam is then used to drive a turbine and generate electricity. Renewable energy is hydropower. Hydropower, also known as water power, is a renewable energy source that utilizes the energy of moving water to generate electricity. It is one of the oldest and most reliable forms of renewable energy, accounting for a significant portion of the world electricity generation. There are three types of hydropower plants. The first one is conventional power plants. These are the most common types of hydropower plant, and they typically have a larger dam and reservoir. The second is run-of-the-river hydropower plants. These plants use the natural flow of a river without a large dam or reservoir. The third type of hydropower plants is the pumped storage hydropower plants. These plants use the two reservoirs at different elevation. During periods of low electricity demand, water is pumped from the lower reservoir to the upper reservoir. During periods of high electricity demand, the water is released from the upper reservoir back to the lower reservoir, generating electricity. Third example of renewable energy is the wind energy. Wind energy is a clean, renewable source of energy that harnesses the power of wind to generate electricity. It is produced using wind turbines, which are larger propeller-like structures that convert kinetic energy of wind into rotational energy to spin a generator which produces electricity. There are two types of wind turbine. The first type is the horizontal axis wind turbines. These are the most common types of wind turbines with the blade mounted on the horizontal axis. They are typically used for larger scale electricity generation. The second type is vertical axis wind turbines. These turbines have the blades mounted on vertical axis. They are less common, but they have some advantages such as being able to operate in lower wind spread. The fourth example of renewable energy is bioenergy. Bioenergy is a renewable energy source derived from organic material as known as biomass. This biomass can include plant material, animal waste, and even algae. It can use to generate electricity, heat, and transportation fuels. Types of biomass used in the bioenergy production is agricultural crops like corn, soybeans, and sugarcane. The second is forestry residues such as wood chips and sawdust. And the third is animal waste. And the fourth is algae. Benefit of renewable energy. Renewable energy sources offer numerous advantages over traditional fossil fuels. Here are some of the benefits. The first benefit is environmental benefit. It's reduced greenhouse gas emission. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal produce little to no greenhouse gases, contributing significantly to combating climate change. Then, improve air quality. Unlike fossil fuels, renewable energy sources don't contribute to air pollution, leading to cleaner air and better public health. Then, reduces water pollution. Renewable energy sources typically require less water than fossil fuels-based power plants, minimizing water usage and pollution. The second benefit of renewable energy is in economic. The first is cost competitive. The cost of renewable energy technology has been declining steadily, like a solar technology, making them increasingly competitive with fossil fuels. Then, energy independence. Utilizing renewable energy resources reduces reliance on important fossil fuels, enhancing energy security and independence. Then comes the job creation. The renewable energy sector is a rapidly growing industry, creating numerous jobs in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance. The third benefit of renewable energy is social benefit. It improves public health. By reducing air and water pollution, renewable energy contributes to improve public health, especially for vulnerable communities. Then it increases energy access. Renewable energy technologies can provide affordable and reliable energy access to rural and remote communities.
Challenges or disadvantages of renewable energy sources. Firstly, its intermittency. Tough renewable energy resources are available around the world. Many of these resources are not available 24/7 years round. Some days may be winter than others. The sun does not shine at night, and droughts may occur from periods. Unpredictable weather events can disrupt these technologies, and the amount of energy we can get from renewable power sources can be inconsistent. Fossil fuels are not intermittent, and power plants can be turned on or off at any time to provide an energy supply. Secondly, the challenge is storage capabilities. Because of this intermittency of some renewable energy sources, there is a high need for energy storage. storage technologies are available but can be expensive, especially for large-scale renewable energy plants. It's worth noting that energy storage capacity is growing as the technology progresses, and batteries are becoming more affordable as time passes. Thirdly, the disadvantages is land use and environmental impacts. Large-scale renewable energy installations like solar farms and wind farms can occupy significant land areas, potentially impacting wildlife habitats and ecosystems. Carefully planning and responsible setting are crucial to minimize environmental impacts and maximize energy output. Additionally, co-location strategies can be employed, such as combining solar panels with agriculture or grazing land. Utilizing degraded or low productivity land for renewable energy infrastructure can be a sustainable solution, minimizing the impact on natural ecosystem. Next, renewable energy devices need recycling. Generating electricity from renewable energy sources produce lower levels of pollution, but renewable devices are subject to some concerns because manufacturing them and also their disposal process might emit pollution. For example, solar cells will fail to perform well after a while, so we need to throw them away. But this device might be toxic, and as a result, we need to think of a recycling process for them. Last but not least, the challenge is social and political challenges. Shifting to clean energy can lead to job losses in the fossil fuel industry. Proactive policies and programs are needed to support affected communities and facilitate their transition to the renewable energy sector. Public acceptance requires transparent communication, community engagement, and responsible project setting. Additionally, stable policies, supporting regulation, and international cooperation are crucial to overcome these challenges and realize the full potential of renewable energy.
To understand the concepts present in the technologies, we need to look at the structure of the wind turbine. The first structure that we can look at is wind turbine. Wind turbine has blades, and each blade is connected to a hub. This hub is then connected to the low speed shaft. It rotates about 7 to 10 revolutions per minute. We need to increase this rotation to produce sufficient energy. So, in order to do this, we use gearbox. Gearbox will increase the speed of rotation up to 1,500 revolutions per minute in high-speed shaft. The rotation is then connected to a generator. Then this generator will produce energy. Consider these following technologies that produce energy from different sources. What do they all have in common? Think about it for a second. What they all have in common is they have electric generators. It is a device that converts a type of energy into electricity. Electricity is much more easier to manipulate and to use. That's why we convert most of the energy to electricity. It is actually based on generator that is invented by a scientist named Michael Faraday in 1831. Magnet present equal wire makes or induces the flow of an electric current. The electric current itself, is the electricity. Of today's generator is the same as the first electricity generator of Faraday days, which operate on the same relationship between electrical and magnetism. Today's electromagnetic generators uses electromagnet. It is a type of magnet that is produced by electricity, not by the uses of traditional magnet. A cylinder is a series of insulated wire cords forming a stationary cylinder. It surrounds a rotor, which is an electromagnetic shaft. The rotor is the part that turns to produce electricity. The current itself is the electricity, and it moves from the generators to the power lines to the consumers. The future developments and innovations include hydrokinetic energy, hydrogen fuels, smart grid, and salinity gradient power. It is a potential power source that we will discuss first is hydrokinetic energy. An example of this is underwater turbines. It can capture the energy of the water without the need of large tanks. ZAKI development is smart grid. It enables better integration of renewable sources, improving energy efficiency and enhancing resiliency. These advanced control systems enable better communication with consumers by helping us to use our electricity more wisely. Hydrogen fuels is also currently being explored as a clean and versatile energy carrier in terms of vehicles fuels. Thus, by that is by using seawater to produce electricity. Saltwater battery using the concept of electrolysis. The batteries can generate electricity through the chemical reactions involving seawater. A small device can be recharged by changing the seawater. As an electrolyte. However, there are some disadvantages by using this type of energy sources. It includes environmental impact of releasing brine into the sea, high infrastructure costs, and limited packaging suitable for its generation. Compared to other renewable energy sources, it is still under development.
In conclusion, the imperative for renewable energy become evident as the world approaches 2050 with a project need for 1000 electrojoule of primary energy. Challenges surrounding fossil and nuclear fuel emphasize the necessity of transitioning to renewable energy sources. However, the pervasive uncertainty in estimating the technical potential of various renewables highlights the need for continuation and global collaboration to address these uncertainties, optimize resource utilizing, and ensure the successful and sustainable energy transition for the future.